There was a good deal of volatility today, almost 980 different setups that appeared on our stock volatility box live scanner. Now, what's interesting is there was one setup which I think more people trade than not, and I want to talk about that setup in this video. Now, it's inside of the S&P 100, and the setup today that triggered was inside of Visa. Now, the reason I liked Visa is it appeared on the daily volatility box models, which means there's a lot more volatility than the hourly models. The hourly models, you have different levels for each hour. The daily, it gives you one level. If you breach that level, that tells you that something noteworthy has happened. Now, what's interesting in Visa, if you notice here, is you had both the daily and the hourly models triggering, all of them for long side setups, and all of them were early on in the morning. Now, what's interesting about these setups is you also have a good deal of data points, and Visa's setup had some positive backtests across multiple setups all triggering at the same time. So that means you have confluence working in your favor. Now, let me show you the actual setup on the chart instead of just talking about it with the scanner. I'm going to first start with the daily time frame chart here. And in the daily time frame, I've drawn just one line, which is at the 362 mark, which connects, in my opinion, the most number of points near where we've started to topple off here. So 362 is the line that I've drawn there. Outside of that, the thing that stands out, we had this dip, we've made new highs, and we continue to keep making new highs in this next leg up. You might argue that the trend now is starting to transition a little bit more into chop. That's what I get from the daily time frame. Now I come into a smaller intraday time frame and we take a look at where Visa triggered early on in the morning. This is when Visa appeared on the live scanner. That's when Visa breached our volatility box models. For those of you familiar with our V-shaped reversal setup, we had that inside of Visa here on even a 2-minute time frame, so you didn't have to come all the way to a 1-minute. Inside of Visa, if we zoom into that V-shaped reversal setup, we had price breach our volatility box models. We had the Keltner channel wedges, at least 5 plus, so that's step number 2. We had the edge signal confirmation, and we had momentum switch. So all of this essentially tells us you have a volatility edge. Now you're looking for a reversion to the mean, now in oversold territory, and momentum is now officially shifting as well with the 3 EMA crossing above the 8. This is off of the daily models. If I was to load in the hourly models here as well, you can see the little confluence, the overlap that we had. When both sets of models overlap with one another, that's where we get a really nice overlap opportunity, which sets up for some of these nicer setups like this one inside of Visa. You can also overlay market internals with the Cumulative Tick Pro if you want to use internals plus this entire setup with volatility, with price reversion to the mean, and your overbought, oversold / momentum triggers. So that's a setup in Visa that I wanted to call out today. I thought it was really interesting because of the confluence. If we come back to the live scanner where this all began, Visa appeared on our scanner. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 7 setups, a lot of confluence there across hourly and daily setups, all on the long side. Now to trade the actual setup, just come into your charts and you can use whatever time frame and make use of some of these setups like that V-shaped reversal one to get an entry while price is still giving you a volatility edge. I hope you found this video helpful for all of our stock volatility box members on some tips on how to make use of the new upgraded platform. I'll continue making more videos on how to use these setups and strategies more effectively. Take care everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next update.